Today, let's talk about something near and dear to all of us, money. It's that universal language we all speak, whether we're buying groceries, paying rent, or just splurging on that new gadget we've been eyeing. Specifically, that green stuff we fold into origami swans when we're bored at Denny's, the stuff that's been in our wallets, under our mattresses, and sometimes even in our washing machines, cash. It's been the backbone of our economy since, well, forever. From the days of bartering and trading to the introduction of coins and paper money, cash has always been king, or at least since before Venmo was a thing. With the rise of digital payments, our relationship with cash has evolved, but it still holds a special place in our hearts and wallets. But lately, there's been a seismic shift in the retail world. The way we handle and perceive cash is changing, and it's not just about going digital. Big names like Walmart, Target, and yes, even the almighty Dollar Tree are getting picky about the cash they'll accept. It's not just about the amount anymore, it's about the condition of the bills. And no, they're not suddenly demanding those crisp new bills your grandma gives you in birthday cards, although who doesn't love getting those? They're cracking down on something far more sinister: damaged bills. We're talking about those bills that have seen better days, the ones that look like they've been through a war zone. Think rips, tears, and more tape than a hostage situation. But why? Why are these big retailers suddenly so concerned about the state of our cash? Well, it turns out that damaged bills can cause a lot of headaches. They can jam machines, cause counting errors, and even lead to disputes at the checkout counter. Plus, they just don't look good. In a world where image is everything, even our money needs to be presentable. So next time you pull out that crumpled, taped-up dollar bill, think twice. It might be time to retire it and give it a proper send-off. Here's the deal, folks. These retail giants are drawing a line in the sand. They're tired of being stuck with bills that look like they went through the spin cycle with a cheese grater. The policy varies slightly between stores, but the message is clear. If your cash looks like it lost a fight with a weed whacker, don't expect them to roll out the red carpet. Some stores are even refusing bills with excessive writing on them. So that time you used a Sharpie to label your emergency $20, yeah, they're onto you. Let's start with the big kahuna of retail, Walmart. You know, the place where you can buy a shotgun, a gallon of milk, and a kiddie pool all in one glorious shopping spree. Well, don't expect to make those purchases with a tattered $10 bill. Walmart's official policy states they can refuse any bill deemed unfit. And trust me, their definition of unfit is about as forgiving as a drill sergeant inspecting your bed sheets. So if your dollar bills look like they've been through the digestive system of a particularly aggressive squirrel, you might want to hit up the ATM first. Next up, we've got Target, the slightly fancier cousin of Walmart. You know, the one where you go to buy laundry detergent and end up leaving with a new duvet cover and a year's supply of scented candles. Well, they're also cracking down on damaged bills. Their policy is a bit more nuanced, allowing for minor wear and tear, but if your bill looks like it's been used as a bookmark in a hurricane, don't be surprised if the cashier gives you the side eye. They're looking for crisp, clean bills, people. Think of it as a metaphor for their entire brand aesthetic. Dollar Tree, ironically rejecting dollars. And finally, we arrive at the bastion of bargains, the temple of thrift, the one and only Dollar Tree. Yes, even the store where everything supposedly costs a buck is getting in on the action. Their policy on damaged bills is pretty straightforward. If it's too messed up, they won't take it. Which, let's be honest, is a bit ironic. I mean, the name of the store is literally Dollar Tree. You'd think they'd be a little more forgiving of a slightly wrinkled George Washington, but hey, even bargain bins have standards. Counterfeiters, the artists of deception and economic chaos. Now you might be thinking, John, this is outrageous. How could this be happening in our modern, technologically advanced society? What am I supposed to do with my slightly chewed-on $5 bill? Is it even worth anything anymore? And that's a fair question. It's something many of us have wondered at some point. But here's the thing, folks. The issue goes far beyond just a few damaged bills. There's a bigger issue at play here: counterfeit money. It's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a significant economic threat. That's right, those fake bills you see in movies are actually a real problem. They're not just props, they represent a growing underground industry, and they're getting more sophisticated by the day. The technology used to create these fakes is advancing rapidly. We're talking about bills that could fool even the most eagle-eyed cashier. These aren't your run-of-the-mill fakes, they're high-quality forgeries. And that's a big part of why these stores are cracking down on damaged bills. It's not just about the condition of the money, it's about security. It's a way to weed out the fakes and protect themselves from getting scammed. Retailers are on the front lines of this battle, and they need to be vigilant. They use various tools and techniques, from detection pens to advanced machines, to identify counterfeit bills. Training sessions are held regularly to keep staff updated. The counterfeiters are always one step ahead, creating more convincing fakes. It's a constant game of cat and mouse. Law enforcement agencies are also heavily involved, conducting raids and busts to dismantle these operations. But it's a challenging task. So next time you're handed a slightly damaged bill, remember, it's not just about the wear and tear. It's about ensuring the money in circulation is genuine. And that's why stores have these policies in place. It's all about maintaining trust and security in our financial system. So the next time you're at a store, take a moment to appreciate the security features on your money. They're there to protect us all. And remember, while counterfeiters may be the artists of deception, we have the tools and knowledge to stay one step ahead. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and together we can combat this economic chaos. Tales from the Register Cashiers Speak Out. In this segment, we dive deep into the daily lives of those who stand behind the counter, tirelessly scanning items and handling cash transactions. These are the unsung heroes of the retail world, the cashiers. Don't just take my word for it. The stories they have to share are both eye-opening and at times downright unbelievable. Let's hear from the brave souls on the front lines of this cash crisis. Cashiers. They are the ones who deal with the quirks and challenges of handling money every single day. They've seen it all, from bills held together by duct tape and prayers. Imagine trying to process a transaction with a bill that looks like it's been through a war zone, to those that look like they survived a paper shredder malfunction. These bills are barely recognizable, yet they still find their way into the cash register, and they're not afraid to share their stories. Each cashier has a unique tale that highlights the often overlooked challenges of their job. One cashier told me about a customer who tried to pay for their groceries with a $20 bill that had been ripped in half and meticulously glued back together with glitter glue. Glitter glue, people. Can you imagine the creativity and desperation that must have gone into that? Another cashier recounted the tale of a bill that was so faded it looked like a ghost of its former self. The ink was barely visible, making it almost impossible to verify its authenticity. These are the challenges these retail warriors face every day. They handle money that's been through the ringer, all while maintaining a smile and providing excellent customer service. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. And these cashiers do it with grace and resilience, proving that they are indeed the backbone of the retail industry. So next time you're at the checkout, take a moment to appreciate the person behind the register. They're not just scanning your items, they're navigating a world of worn-out bills, quirky customers, and the daily grind of retail life. Their stories are a testament to their dedication and hard work. Let's give a shout-out to all the cashiers out there. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. Thank you for your service and for sharing your incredible stories with us. What's a law-abiding, cash-carrying citizen to do? So what's the solution? Well, for starters, we need to stop treating our money like it's disposable. I know, easier said than done. But those crumpled bills in your pocket, they represent actual value. Treat them with a little respect, and if you do happen to have a bill that's seen better days, don't panic. You've got options. Your local bank will happily exchange damaged bills for you. Think of it as a spa day for your cash. The digital future of dough is cash trash. This whole situation begs the question, is cash on its way out? Are we headed towards a cashless society where every transaction is tracked, traced, and analyzed? It's certainly a possibility. With the rise of contactless payments, digital wallets, and cryptocurrency, the days of physical money might be numbered. But let's be honest, there's something satisfying about slapping down a wad of cash and walking away with your purchase. It's tangible, it's immediate, and it doesn't require you to remember yet another password. The great debate: convenience versus security. The debate over cash versus digital payments is a complex one. On one hand, digital payments are undeniably convenient. No more fumbling for loose change or worrying about getting mugged for your wallet. But on the other hand, there are concerns about privacy, security, and what happens if the power grid goes down. It's a classic case of convenience versus control, and ultimately the choice is up to you, the consumer. The retail landscape is changing, and cash, as we know it, might be going the way of the dodo.